Hello, welcome to the Singing Butterfly Tarot. I've decided to start this channel to help dedicate myself to learning tarot and also learning my decks, getting to know them. I do have a few oracle decks, so we'll have some fun with those as well. I feel like I've been personally reading tarot for for a few years now. It's something I just really was drawn to when I was in a really low time in my life, and it helped build me back up and really have direction in my life. So I'm really thankful for tarot, and I just want to be able to share and help if I am able to channel any messages. I will do my best to get them to who needs to hear them, and that is my mission today. That's my intention. Whoever needs to hear these messages will hear these. Time is fluid, so if you watch this 3 years from now, don't feel too bad. It's just whenever you're compelled to watch this. It's not really about specifically this month. If you are joining me just for this month, awesome. If I refer to anything as masculine or feminine, please know I'm not referring to any gender. The cards are your story. You know it better than I do, so let's throw gender out completely. My hair slipped. But just a heads up, I am going to be using the tarotguide.com to just accurately paint the picture for you guys. I was actually meditating on your energy already, and it's strange. I thought I actually said this all before, and I thought I was recording. I wasn't, so I don't know if you're feeling a little thrown off by technology lately. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling right now. But I was meditating on your energy, and the song that I got for you guys on my shuffle, on my playlist, was 8 by Billie Eilish. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. It's a gorgeous song. It's actually one of my favorite songs. I actually found a live version of this song like years ago, and maybe like a couple years ago, and it was amazing, and her vocals are, anyways, this energy made me feel very, very small. So I'm not sure if you've been feeling small lately. I have a feeling maybe 2019 was just a very rough year. You went through hell and back to make it out, and now I really just hate this energy for your birthday. You should be celebrating. So I am hoping when we do our little meditative session with the moonstone that we will be channeling some more positive messages. Let's see. Just thinking back on the song and the lyrics, really, if you haven't heard it, just go listen to it. It's just like about not really knowing how to love somebody, how they like they feel like they're not doing a good enough job. And it is a sad song. You're not sorry, why should you be? Because who am I to fall in love with someone who's not meant for me, I think. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and channel in. Let's see. January 2020, Capricorn, please channel me messages. Whoa, that's really different. I really never know what to expect for these kinds of things, but I immediately saw this glaring light, and it was like a truck drove up and around. So this truck drove up and around, and I realized it was massive. It was a massive truck. It was a monster truck. And then it just kind of zooms out, and you see the huge crowd. And I just see a couple. There's a girl, she's wearing a white dress, and she's just like yelling, she's just like in it, she's just screaming, like, wow, like just so excited to see these trucks crashing together. And her brother, I think he brought his girlfriend, and he is like a little bit embarrassed. He's embarrassed because his his loud sister is just screaming. And he's just like tugging on her, like, can you chill out? He's actually younger than her. Yeah, he's younger than her. This is an older sister. And he turns and he looks. And what does he say to his 12-year-old girlfriend? She's adopted. Very humorous, very chaotic, very loud. Okay, I'm going to tune out of that. It's just going to shit. It's just that is just like, it just feels very childish. It feels very a little chaotic, just with all the noise and the screaming and the monster trucks, and then just like these siblings. And I didn't even really channel or feel a parent even, so it could have been that person was their chaperone, and it's just like ruining their little 12-year-old date, young love, puppy love. I'm hearing. I'm not sure who that is for, but yes, resonate how it may. I've been shuffling this deck like for a good while before the pre-show, like before I even started filming. I was shuffling a bit, and I don't know, I feel like this deck is really gonna be telling us something. But alright, let's get into it. I'm going to be starting with the Spirit Animal deck. Spirit Animal Oracle. So we'll be tuning into some animals and seeing what kind of energies we can be getting from all of these. What we can learn from animals. Let's see, what is the main energy, please, of Capricorn for the month of January 2020? What is the main energy, please, of Capricorn going into January 2020? Ooh. Jumping. What is the main energy, please, here? Okay. The Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. 29. Break it to an 11. Break it to a 2 if you don't take the super number. 29. So this is your energy for the month of January going into the new year 2020. Giraffe Spirit. Giraffes stretch upward to reach the treetops and look down from a high vantage point. When Giraffe Spirit appears, it is a sign to observe from a higher view. In all aspects of life, it's time to stretch your neck out and broaden your view. Open your eyes to what others need or are experiencing, and see the big picture you fit into. No matter how great your wisdom, knowledge, or experience, you don't want to overlook details and connections that will help you better understand yourself and your circumstances. So stretch yourself, look beyond what catches your attention at eye level, and know that not everything is as obvious as you might like it to be. Spirit will bestow upon a new perspective that might make all the difference. So I think this is for some Capricorns who feel like the mystery of what is to come is a little bit foreboding, a little bit just worrisome. It's just like you have to step back, see the bigger picture here, see that Spirit does have your highest hope, your highest good in mind whenever they are, giving you these circumstances and these challenges and everything. So you have to really be open and broad in your mind. You can see here there is a very colorful imagery of a circular, I'm not really sure what it is, but to me I just envision an eye. I really do from this point. So it's like unlocking that third eye chakra of like, I see the bigger picture. I understand the connections. I am open to accepting these messages. There are details and connections that you don't want to be overlooking this month. So it's like, yes, if you are feeling tired and worn out from this new year, or if you are feeling ready to spring into action, just make sure that you are paying attention and really channeling into the details this month. Don't just look at that eye level. Don't just look at that whatever draws your eye in, the big main thing. Look at it for as a whole. It's like something that'll really be like opening your mind, like really like seeing and hearing other people's perspectives is going to open your brain to do the same. I just saw the ant spirit in reverse. I don't know why I feel compelled to say it, but I do, and it just seems like maybe you're not working well with others right now. It's like telling you to see the big picture. It is upright, so I don't feel like it's that bad, like you're gonna miss out too much, but it's like Spirit's just kind of nudging you, like, hey, reminder, like you're here for a reason, and there's no accidents, and you need to start paying attention to this journey that you're on. Alright, can I please have a card for the person that Capricorn cannot stop thinking of? The special person for them. I think I've seen Dragonfly Spirit like twice now. Dragonfly Spirit. I have a mirror, so it's just like sometimes I also peekaboo. I'm trying not to look because it just, I take everything as messages. It really. Oop. Looks like I want to watch myself shuffle. Come on, give me a card. Who is this special person for Capricorn? What is their energy currently in the month of January 2020? I just feel like you're ignoring details. Like, I just feel it. I just feel like you're just like kind of tired. Just like, okay, like in business plans even, it's just like read the fine print. Make sure you know what you're signing up for here. In a relationship, if there's small details even that you're not paying attention to, that could be very important. A new perspective. Maybe it's been kind of hard to work with others, and for singles that aren't really like looking, or you know, they don't feel really like they need to or want to. They've been hurt a little bit, hurt Capricorns. Like, yeah, you could just be like closed off to the idea, and so it's like Spirit's just like, see the bigger picture. Like you may try to be telling yourself you're meant to be alone or something like this, something crazy like that, and it's not true. It's just like you're not looking at the details. Maybe there's somebody right in front of you. And I just have, sorry, my thumbs are actually hurting. I'm gonna go ahead and take, because we're already 15 minutes in. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Somebody may be a little rough with you. We've got the energy of 18, break it down to a 9. Dear Spirit, in reverse. Maybe is somebody being rough with you? Is somebody being like a little brutal honesty maybe? When they tell you something? Maybe it's like, if you are single, maybe like you need to bring a gentle touch to bring somebody in. Maybe you're being a little too harsh, or not really tuning into the power of seduction and gentle, like like a delicate energy. So it's not really drawing anybody in, possibly. I mean, if that's who you are, that's who you are. Don't like completely change your personality, but like you just have your walls up, is what I'm feeling. The time has come to be gentle and diplomatic when dealing with others. You might have found yourself in a situation where negotiations are necessary in order to reach your goal. And this is your person, so it's really I'm trying to tune into your person. Be mindful of the words you choose, but do not worry. Dear Spirit reminds you that you have the ability to be sure-footed and confident while showing humility and respect for others. You'll find that your capacity for calm and grounded communication is heightened at this time. Follow the way of Dear Spirit and you will do well, gaining the respect of others and finding common ground that is pleasing to you. A lot of respect, calm. It's like you have to really have a certain level of trust to move forward with this person. A common ground, finding common ground. Maybe you haven't been finding common ground lately because you're not really looking at the details here, or they maybe feel ignored or feel like you haven't been gentle with them. Could be vice versa. Remember that understanding others and their needs will be more powerful at this time than putting your own first. If you do that, you will be rewarded tenfold. Dear Spirit is bringing you a gentle warning that now is not the time to engage in an argument. Maybe they've been a little argumentative. Maybe they've just kind of like not treated you with respect, hasn't been trying to find a common ground, argumentative. It's really, I don't like it at all. But it could also be that they are working on it. Like maybe they kind of know this about themselves, that they can be a little brutally honest, or they can say things in a non-gentle way that really kind of hurts you. For the singles, maybe you kind of pick fights, I'm hearing. No matter how volatile others are being, do not match their intensity with your own. If you're dealing with an overly assertive person, step back and disengage. At least you agree to something out of alignment with your intentions. Don't let anyone bully you into anything you're uncomfortable with. You have a solid footing if you stand your ground with grace. Those who disagree will begin to find their own gentleness and willingness to compromise. Maybe they're making you feel small. I'm going back to that song. I'm really getting like that could really be a big part of it, of like they're like a little bit of, I don't want to say bullying, but it's just like they were just kind of feeding the fire a little bit. Or it could just be like they know this about themselves and they're working on stepping down and choosing when to pick and choose battles. And you're just like trying to see the big picture at this time. It is upright. So it's like, you know, you're reaching your neck out there and you're trying to see the bigger picture here, because you don't want to take these small arguments here and there. You don't want to like take it and make it become a detriment to your relationship or anything. Dear Spirit also brings the message that it might be easy to offend someone today or take offense because someone lacks diplomacy. Let all of that pass. You are not meant to take this world personally. While it's a beautiful gift to be sensitive, today you need a tougher hide so that any compromises you make allow you to maintain your integrity. A little, could be overly sensitive sometimes. And you're having to step back and see the big picture and know, like, hey, this is, like, we're gonna be fine. Like, you don't have to, like, not, you don't have to be so sensitive, but, like, like, just reassuring, and maybe they need a gentle touch right now, and they don't feel like they have that. I believe I just saw 10 of Cups. You could have, like, a family, a steady foundation with this person. You could have a lot of emotions, like they are your 10 of Cups, they are your fulfillment in this life. Ten of Cups. So yeah, this could just be like, you know, petty arguments here and there. Maybe they need to like be a little more gentle to you, and you need to like see the big picture and realize like it's okay to tell them, like it's okay to ask them for that bigger picture. Alright, can you please tell me what is Capricorn's energy towards this person? How do they feel towards this person? Please, Spirit, how does Capricorn feel for this person? Oh, come on. Going into January 2020, can I please get a collective message for the energy of Capricorn towards this special person? How are we feeling this month? How are we feeling? Oh, there's 3. Okay. I knew these wanted to talk. Like, these really wanted to talk. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just take the other 3 real quick. or however Spirit wants to do. Sorry guys. Getting over a cold. How does this person feel towards Capricorn? Death in reverse. Ooh, I'm hearing to take it. Okay. A lot of reversals on this side. We've got everything straight up here. We've got Four of Swords. We have Knight of Cups, the Tower. So you do feel like I'm feeling a lot of love here. Four of Swords is the one I'm getting stuck on. Okay, Four of Swords. So here we see a couple. Pretty much bare. He does have his hand seemingly in her mouth. Very invasive to the face. So this represents fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, you see it's like he's covering her mouth, she's covering his area. Mental overload, needing solitude, relaxation. So yeah, like I was just feeling with the song and the meditation, it's just like overwhelming. I guess that's how, yeah, that's really how I would describe that. It was just very overwhelming, like that energy of like the screaming and everything going on. Something could be really making you anxious within the relationship. Something can make you feel overwhelmed. Maybe it is just the sheer sense of like worrying about, am I really making this person happy? Because lately maybe they've been saying some offhand things to you and it's just like really getting into your head and your heart. Hey, maybe this person really isn't interested, or isn't either interested or isn't emotionally available. Like you're just overthinking it. Maybe they're just like going through something. Maybe I should be more compassionate. Maybe I should see the details. Needing solitude, relaxation, rest, peace and quiet, sanctuary, meditation, regrouping, recuperation. On the other hand, you could see this person as your sanctuary. You could see this person as like whenever you do feel small and really down, you are able to go to this person. And maybe with this imbalance of just, I just really feels like it's kind of mirroring each other, but it's flipped. And it's like, you just worry that while you find them as your sanctuary, they're not seeing you in the same way. Planning for the future, contemplation, self-protection, spiritual counseling, or support, having faith. So you could be holding on, you could be having faith for this relationship, but it's just something that you worry about. It keeps you up at night. It's really stressing you out because the Knight of Cups here, you have a lot of love for this person. You really want to come into their life and sweep them off their feet. You just want to come in with your cup. I actually was looking for the cup last time and I could not for the life of me find it, but what I'm really drawn to is this fire, this passion. You know, knights are very passionate when they come forward. And then the Tower. maybe you feel like they've changed. They've changed, and it's caused you a lot of anxiety recently. Maybe they changed their mind about something. I am getting a little bit of three-party situation here. Like, I don't know, I'm really sensing this would be you, this energy of like you have your hands wrapped. You thought you had this really passionate love affair, but little did you know there's actually someone else here, and it looks like they have a heart on their chest with what looks like, it looks kind of like stitched up or something right there with the heart. Little did you know, maybe they have her heart. Maybe like you didn't know, but then like you upset somebody else because you tried to come and offer a cup, and it's just brought a lot of overwhelmed energy, wanting to just kind of relax. Maybe this person is your relaxation, and recently they've changed. Recently they haven't been as gentle. They've been really like distant, and it's just really making you worry because you have all this love for them. A tower moment. Maybe recently there was just like a huge fight. Something changed. And maybe it's like you're really struggling to see the bigger picture in this argument, to see this like why did this have to happen? Like you're trying to ignore the details of everything, but the details are really like what spirit is wanting you to look at, because those are really important. Like those are really very important here, and possibly salvaging this, making it better. You know, when the tower comes in, it's just like it's a chance for transformation, in my opinion. Knave of Swords, Knave of Swords in reverse, Knave of Wands in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse, and Death in reverse. What the heck? So with the knaves, they are basically pages in this deck. They're the pages. As you can see, it's very passionate, very heated. When it's in reverse, not feeling so hot. Knave of Swords in reverse. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Are they shutting you out? Like, why are they shutting you out? Yeah, I'm really feeling like something changed here. Some kind of shift happened recently. Maybe in December. And it's just like, maybe it's like you guys aren't talking about it. You're not talking about it, but at the same time you haven't been sleeping together. So it's just been really causing you to get into your head about this. Maybe you guys are taking a break. Maybe you are seeking solitude away from them and you want to go find a new beginning. Could be. Okay, so let's get to the Knave of Wands already. Very long hair here. Really mesmerized by the breast. So hasty, gullible, lack of energy, ideas, creative ambition, lazy, spoiled, loudmouth, tantrum, delinquent, lack of confidence, self-conscious, closed-minded, predictable, fearful, boring, procrastinating, failure to act. Yeah, so it's like somebody's just like stuck in the mud. Somebody is just like, you're like, oh yeah, I saw that coming. Like, I expected that shit from this person. But this is how they're feeling about you. It could be vice versa in a sense of like maybe you said something to hurt them and they were overly sensitive about it. They have a super gentle touch in a sense. Not great energy here. A setback, initial romance. Yeah, so like I was saying, like as I was saying, like like they usually are somebody who brings you sanctuary, but with this tower moment, like something changed, and it's like you're really worried and anxious about it because you have this cup. You're this knight of cups here for them, and they're hesitating, or they're just being like gullible and like hasty, and you're just like, whoa, hold on. Like the initial romance is worn off and you seriously are considering if you have enough in common to make it work. Yeah, so it's kind of dying out, but at the same time they don't want it to die, like this death in reverse. Like they're trying to resurrect something. They're trying to bring something back to life here. So you could have this time of sanctuary and privacy for yourself. You could pull away for a little while and you guys both just recoup, and it could I could be possible. So far this entire side has been in reverse and this side has all been upright. So it's just like there is a huge imbalance between you two in this current time. I am feeling for some of my singles, like it's just like you have a lot of shit that you need to work through before you can welcome in. You have to clear out all this reversal, all this like, you could be somebody who's really either hasty, jumping into a relationship. You could be really boring and procrastinating and just not really getting shit done. So it's like you're not getting anything done. So the universe isn't going to be rewarding you at this time for anything, to welcome anything in. Let's see. Don't push for a commitment when this card appears because it is not the right time. Rather put some fun and energy back into the relationship. It does indicate that their mind could start to wander, and there is indication of another third party here. Otherwise, no. So there's one on both sides, and you see how it's starting to kind of mirror each other here a little bit. This death is on its own, and it landed, it's with this deer spirit here. Like they really don't want this to die, but with all this here, it could be too heavy. Could be bringing it down. You need to either get your energy back up and try to salvage it, or they could be being a little selfish, lazy. If you're single, maybe lack of energy or enthusiasm in your love life. Not putting enough effort into finding someone. Disappointing news in relation to someone you were interested in. Yeah, maybe maybe you had a crush on somebody, but you're trying to see with both the tower and the giraffe, like you're trying to see other people's perspectives and stuff, and like, is this for real? Like, is this really here? So it's just really made you anxious, and now it's kind of on their side. It's just like you don't really seem like you want one. You seem kind of disinterested, or you just hear rumors, like you hear this gossip of like other people, or like somebody you had a crush on. Yeah, like I'm just hearing like this crush, like really. But it is like a message of like, well, try to move forward anyways. So maybe they could feel like you're disinterested, and so they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to make sure that this doesn't die. They're gonna come in with a more gentle approach to it. So with the Knave of Swords, swords. Let's see. We see a man admiring that booty. Okay, she's got the heels, just the heels on. We love it. We do have a snake here, very hidden. Snake here. Yeah, but it came in reversed. So it's another card of bad news. So there could have been just some tower moment, some kind of shit went down, and that's why you are just feeling small, you're feeling down. Defensive, player, mind games, paranoid, lack of mental agility, having your head in the clouds, scatterbrain. So yeah, just like not having your head on straight, all this mental blurriness going on. They could just be a player. And they don't want it to die because they want to like string you along here. Or they do want it to die and it's just like you're still like coming in with this cup. And so maybe this tower moment has to happen to reveal that they're kind of more of a gossip or a player than you thought. Malicious gossip, cynical, being blunt, abrasive, not speaking out. Delinquent. That's the second delinquent card. Why does it say delinquent? Lack of education, learning difficulties. It could be an indication your partner's playing mind games. Be cold or uncaring in their treatment, and this can be you or them. Please remember, like, this is how they feel about you. So it could be like they feel like you are like this, or this is like the way they act towards you. Could be vice versa. Be cold or uncaring in their treatment of you, or bringing emotional baggage from a previous relationship into your relationship, which is causing conflict or making them paranoid. Do not allow your partner to punish you for the treatment they've received from a past partner. If you're waiting on news or a development in your relationship, this could be disappointing with the outcome. If you're single, it could indicate you may become interested in someone who is a game player and will expect you to compete. And it's like, you're like, see the big picture, see the different perspectives. Like, are you really being grounded? Like, this tower moment's going to come in and try to make you see clearly. For the singles out there, expect you to compete with, to be with them, possibly against another lover. If you've been hoping for a relationship, this card tells you could be disappointed with the outcome. Okay. And that could be you or them. Like, they could be like really looking for a relationship in you. You could really be looking for a relationship in them. And it's just like one or the other of you is not seeing it. Like, you're just seeing these mind games. You're seeing this person being like, they could be seeing you this way. I just feel like you're doing your thing, and maybe they're just not being gentle in their thoughts. Literally, like, their thoughts about you, they're just not allowing this gentleness to really come in. 5 of Wands reverse. Yeah, this is the third party card. We do have like a broken, it looks like a broken mirror here. Could indicate some bad luck going on. Or no, that could just be the light of his fire. Sword, cup, vase. And it just seems like he's looking, like he's peeking through a curtain. There's a curtain here. And they're just in the grass having a grand old time. Okay, let's see. So 5 of Wands in the reverse. Compromise, end of conflict, reaching agreements. So maybe there was this period of like, just you guys were not on the same page. You guys were completely imbalanced. This tower moment came in. It was making Capricorn very anxious about this, very overwhelmed. Maybe there was some cheating going on. Maybe there was. I really do want to say that. Or maybe it was just like a lack of like mental and even physical, like they weren't being passionate about anything or passionate about the relationship, like seeming not even interested, a little cold, not really being gentle. But this is a card of reaching that compromise, and maybe they didn't want this to end. Like they really realized in this tower moment, maybe you guys had this deep conversation where you just like really channeled into the bigger picture together, and you really both discovered that you didn't want this to end. Shyness, fear of confrontation, suppressed temper, finding solutions, cooperation, control, focus, order, lack of competition, war, looking for an argument. Yeah, so it's like all the things like this card, it was saying like, you know, learning when to choose your battles. And then also the other one was a competitive card. It was like asking your partner to compete for you. So maybe with this, it's just like getting rid of all that. You know, you don't have to compete with anybody. Once they realize you felt this way, maybe they set it straight, vice versa. Looking for an argument, extreme. So yeah, choosing your battles, like they really have to learn what to choose their battles, or this is like not gonna work out. But hopefully there are those that it's just like this is compromising, this is reaching that compromise. With this imagery though, not so much. It's just like the third party. So an end of fighting, maybe starting to turn a corner after a period of turbulence, found common ground to led to peace and harmony. So one or both of you have learned to suppress your tempers and cooperate. Or it could signify an abusive relationship, which with this mental games, these mind games, and then also like their lack of passion here, but then at the same time them not wanting it to end is kind of a red flag for me. And especially with bring a gentle touch, if your partner is not, I don't want to go there. I really don't want to go there, but it's like, if they're not being gentle with you, please leave. Please get out. Please let it end. You are all upright. I feel like you are in the right here. Like you are thinking clearly, even though you are overwhelmed and anxious about it. Like you're still thinking clearly, but maybe your anxiety's made you a little blind to small details, to red flags, not looking at this and this tower moment, whatever this is. And this is a very violent tower moment. Maybe it's going to change your perspective here. This could be a really just imbalanced person here that you're dealing with. Really imbalanced. And even see, I just noticed like 5, 4, even odd. Okay, as it can represent feeling intimidated, extreme aggression, a lover with a short fuse, and fear of confrontation. It's been making you feel small. Sorry. Anybody who makes you feel small in a relationship, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship with them. If this is the case, you should contact, okay? Don't suffer in silence. Reach out to your family, friends, anybody who can support you. If you are single, could indicate that your love life is lacking passion. Second card for my singles. Maybe you're just really lacking passion in this time. Maybe you're not really seeing the gentleness in yourself. And you're just not thinking clearly, and this is like what's holding you back, versus like these are good things. These are good things that are going to help you, but these are like the things that are holding you down, singles. You may find that you've gone from having many potential suitors to having none, feeling fizzled out. Like, I just feel like, yeah, you're so deflated for your birthday. Go get back out there, get that passion back out there. And it could just be that maybe your partner isn't feeling very passionate lately. Maybe you guys need to work on bringing that passion back in. Okay, we're 50 minutes in. Woo, yeah, time flies. Maybe you're just feeling shy. Don't be afraid to get out there. Go meet some people. I'm just going to read the general messages for death in reverse. So, inability to move forward, fear of beginnings, repeating negative patterns, resisting change, dependency. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull some advice. Let's do some advice. Advice for Capricorn going into January 2020, please. Advice for my Capricorns going into January 2020. Advice for my Cappies. Hello, Cappies. I hope everything is going well. Please let me know in the comments, like, if anything's resonating. I really would love to know. Maybe if you're seeing a different story here that I am not seeing, please feel free to tell me about it. Ooh, purity in reverse popped out. I think I saw guidance in reverse. This person makes you feel not pure. Advice, purify yourself from this person. Maybe purity is just, I don't know, like pure intentions I'm hearing. Can I please get some advice for my lovely Capricorns here? Oh, and I really don't plan anything, and I just automatically put protection in reverse over this person. Like, I am feeling a little bit of, like, if there's just been out of line arguments, if there's just been anything off, like, just protect yourself. Just in the end of the day, do whatever you have to do to protect yourself, because in this time it's coming out reversed, as if maybe you haven't been protecting yourself. You've been letting yourself feel small. You've been letting yourself build up with this anxiety and this fear and just overwhelmed feeling, and it's time to release. It's time to release so you can make sure that your precious time is actually being put to work. You know those times when you have just let shit fly or not got shit done just for the sake of, like, your anxiety kind of got the better of you, kind of froze you in your time. You see all this work, all these things, there's all these things to do. We've got an owl here with a key around its neck. Wisdom is going to be your key here. Wisdom and knowledge is going to be your key. There's a clock. Let's go see if it looked broken, but it doesn't seem to be broken. There is a key next to the clock. There's a little bit of cobwebs. More keys on the ground with the books. Knowledge and wisdom is going to be your key here. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. I love this to tie back into the giraffe spirit of experience every moment fully. To make the most of your precious time. These details are what's gonna, like, at the end of the line, these details are what's gonna be really important to you. Don't be missing out because of anxiety. Maybe some tower moment happened, maybe something in December, or I'm just feeling 2019 just like really brought you down. And we've got moon energy. I'm reading it in reverse. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Maybe spend some time with the moon. I'm feeling spend some time with the moon here. What is the outcome for Capricorn here? What is the outcome for Capricorn and this person on this connection? I do want to pull some more advice though. So I'm saying protect yourself, visit with the moon, really connect with that gentle side of yourself. Make sure that you're not wasting your precious time with fear and anxiety. Don't let people come into your life and play mind games with you. Don't let them come into your life with this lazy approach when you are hard working and getting shit done, trying to see the bigger picture, really growing as a person. Don't let anybody try to, maybe it's going to be an ex, maybe it's somebody from the past trying to start some shit back up. And they weren't gentle with you in the past, so why would they be gentle with you in the future? Advice for this outcome. It could be that maybe for those of you that are like going to compromise and resurrect this relationship, that you have to set this protection around this relationship and really come to a common ground of seeing the bigger picture here and knowing what you both want. Like maybe you both do want marriage, not the right time. It's up to you. Okay. It is up to you. It is up to you. Every decision you make. This is just the current energies. Like, please do not think that this is set in stone. Please do not think that things cannot be changed, because every waking moment is a moment to change. Improving health is in reverse here. In the midst of this all reversals. And do you see? It's, oh my goodness, literally everything on this left side here is upright. Like it's just everything is upright on this side, everything is reversed on this side. I don't know what's going on. Remain positive. I'm gonna stick with the look for a sign. Okay. Choose a new direction is in reverse. Maybe you're struggling to choose a new direction. Maybe you've been looking for a sign, but Spirit is telling you to remain positive. Know that it is not the right time and that it's up to you. Bottom of the deck, we have get more information. Get more information. Try to see the details. Try to find out those details. Try to figure out what really here is the bigger picture of all of this. Am I just seeing closed-minded to what's right in front of me? Am I just seeing what I want to see? Am I not being honest with myself? Maybe you need to have this tower moment because of all the anxiety you've been having. You're just having a really hard time choosing a new direction. Like you envisioned this magic with this person, this life with this person, and maybe you're having a really hard time letting go. Moon energy, moon energy. I'm getting a lot of fixed energy here on the board. Wands. have no pentacles. We have no pentacles here on the board. Outcome, please. Can I please get a card for outcome? $24. This is the Fairy Oracle. Delight. A child chases a kite being pulled by a flight of swallows. The long tail spins and turns as the child rushes from the left to the right in their attempt to grab a hold of it. They do not notice the rose bush jutting from the ground behind them. So not seeing the bigger pictures, not seeing there's thorns, there's something else. You know, there could be something right behind you that you're missing on because of all this overwhelmness, all of this chaos going on, all these monster trucks getting crashed together, feeling small, feeling weak. You have to remain positive. Please remain positive in this time. 2 and a 4 break it down to a 6. I envision the nurturer. The nurturer, number 6. The mediator. Maybe in your moment of mediating and trying to take care of somebody, you realized you forgot to take care of yourself. Finding true moment of pleasure is a rare gift indeed. Delight reminds us to move forward to move towards what puts a smile on our face. If you show up and smile, the world seems a lot brighter. No matter how dark the world appears, you can hold on this one moment of joy. Let it spark the flames inside for more. Remain positive. The Spirit's trying to give you delight here. Outcome, delight. It's up to you. It's up to you to make this choice. Just be open to signs. Take care of your health. Protect yourself. Bottom of the deck, temptation, shadow energy, temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? The fairy says that you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. And you see a fairy here being drawn in. Okay, that's all I have for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you join me next time. Bye-bye.